All right, YouTube Trolls Toys back at you with another video. And we're going to start the process of unboxing many of our WWE Ultimates. We decided we were going to go Ultimate in our WWE journey, and obviously, well, and Motu and Superstars looks like, but as far as, we're basically bowing out the basic and Elite game, unless there's a Build-A-Figure that we want, absolutely want. So we do have, we have already opened a couple of Ultimates: Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Ultimate Warrior, Coliseum Clash, and Terry Funk, who we bought loose. Yeah, and I believe that's about it, right? So we're gonna, today in this video, we're gonna unbox 5 Ultimate Edition WWEs that we found for $30 or less, excluding taxes. And the first one we're going to start with is the bad guy, Razor Ramon from 2022. Height 6'7", from Miami, Florida. Finisher Razor's Edge. Career highlight, Intercontinental Champion. Say hello to the bad guy, from disrespectfully flicking his toothpick in his opponent's faces to putting him away with the Razor's Edge. Razor Ramon oozes machismo with everything he does. So it looks like Razor comes with 2 alternate head sculpts. Comes with Fist of Fury, the Ayo hands, and the splayed out hands, as well as the Intercontinental title. Coming in red tights, yellow vest, signature gold chain. So we're gonna get Razor out of his plastic prison. Right, and if I didn't say it, we picked up Razor from That's Entertainment in Worcester, Massachusetts. And trying to hold true to my word, I did trade away my Monday Night Wars Elite Razor Ramon, who I gotta say, I think I liked his vest better because it was soft goods. I really thought about stealing it, but I didn't. Before I traded it, taken off of him, and maybe most of you would, and I sometimes do, but I didn't with that. But at least this one says Razor Ramon on the back, got the razor blades on the back of the tights. Razor blades on the knee pads, razor blades on one elbow pad. Probably gonna leave that little plastic piece there just to hold down that gold chain. Let's see if we can compare some alternate head sculpts. So this is what Razor's head sculpt looks like coming out of the package. Here's one alternate head sculpt, which I think I like better than the one that's on the figure. And here's the second, where he's sort of smirking. As I mentioned, we have splayed out hands. We have the thumbs up hands, which is what I'll probably use. And we have Fists of Fury. And out of the package, he comes with C grips. And I know many of you are big into the belt game, as I've been watching Whatnot recently. I'm not really huge into the belts, but he does come with the Intercontinental title. And if you're all big into the articulation, like I said, he has ultimate, the standard ultimate articulation, right? He's got the movable toes. He's got, you know, the knee bend. He can kick up pretty well. Right, I'm not going to do this at all of them. He's got the butterfly joints, which are probably going to be a little bit impeded by his vest. I'm not sure. I'm more of a belt around the shoulder kind of guy as opposed to around the waist. But Razor Ramon, hey yo, I think he's looking pretty good. We'll probably do him with this double thumbs up pose here on our shelf. So happy to start getting these out of the package. Right? And if you guys want to know about all the Exorcist type shit, like his head turns, but oh, it popped off. I don't guess I had it pegged all the way in. Shambles. Or maybe his hair gets in the way of doing the Exorcist type vomit on your ship. But anyways, Razor looking pretty good. So, Ultimate Edition number 1. Unboxing today, Razor Ramon. Ultimate Edition number 2, coming in via Ross at 20 bucks, is Fan Takeover Seth Rollins that my sister found in Georgia for me. So it says height 6'1", from Davenport, Iowa. Finisher the Stomp. Career highlights, World Heavyweight Champion. At Clash at the Castle, the Visionary walked down the aisle like a rocket man with the entire WWE Universe singing his song, A Prelude to Victory. Alright, so here's Seth in his plastic prison. We do still have our Elite Seth in paint. We haven't traded him yet. because I wasn't sure how this was going to look. I don't know about this feather get up and this helmet, but we'll give it a whirl. All right, so we've got Seth out of his plastic prison. He comes with one alternate head sculpt. That's head sculpt number 1, which I guess you'd call Stoic Seth. And then he comes with more of a Screaming head sculpt, which is number 2. He does come with, I don't know what you call these hands. I'm just going to call them the Seth Rollins hands, right? But he's got the matching pair. He's got the open, splayed out hands. And he's got Fists of Fury. And as standard, he comes with gripping hands out of the package. Butterfly elbows. Everything we come to know about Ultimates. Ab crunch. Right? Pinned knees. Pinless elbows. So maybe an older buck for the legs, obviously. Articulated toes. Yep. Like I said, he comes with this. It attaches on his shoulders for his get up coming down the aisleway. Don't know about that. Comes with this helmet. Don't know about that. And he comes with his soft goods shirt, jacket. So we'll get him equipped and see what we can do. All right, so here he is with, I don't know, it's wings, feathers, what you call them. I think these would have been nicer if they were wired cloth. I understand that would probably made it cost more. We put the yelling head sculpt on him, but I'm not quite sure I like that one. I may steal this, since we kept this Seth Rollins, we may steal this head sculpt and see how it looks on him. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with one of the Ultimate head sculpts. All right, so here he is with the Stoic head sculpt back on, and then with the helmet and the glasses. And yeah, I guess I got to say, I can sort of see how this made it to Ross. I'm not the biggest fan of this Ultimate, but and he may have multiple Ultimates, and I'm probably just going to try to stick to one. So here's Seth all posed up with his helmet on, which I don't know if I'm going to use that, to be honest. It's kind of goofy looking. Those wings are a little bit goofy as well. I sort of like this pink gear better. I'm sort of glad I held on to this one, although it sort of breaks my rule. But we didn't have this one for the longest. We just got him in not too long ago. So, I don't know. We'll probably wind up trading this Seth away. And just keeping this one. Like I said, I'm more of an old school wrestling fan anyway. Like, Seth Rollins is not one of my favorite. Actually, like I said, I'm more nostalgic wrestlers, like ones from when I was younger. But we do have some newer characters, Seth being one of them. So $20 from Ross. Fan takeover, Seth Rollins. It's time. It's Vader time. The third Ultimate we're going to review is Big Van Vader. Or just Vader as it says on the package. But I remember him more as Big Van Vader. Height 6'5" from the Rocky Mountains. Finisher Vader Bomb. Career high WCW Heavyweight Champion. It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. The man they call Vader was one of the most destructive forces to ever enter the ring. With the power of a mastodon and agility of a man half his size, Vader brutally battered anyone who dared step foot in the ring with him. And I will say that I wish he came with that badass helmet that he used to wear. And I think an Elite has came with that. So we may have to try to figure out which Elite that was, so that we can buy it and then steal that helmet and then trade the Elite away, because I think we want the helmet. But let's get Vader out of the package. And if I forgot to mention it, Vader came to us by way of Legends Video Games and More in Granby, Massachusetts, another one of our favorite stores. So he comes with a Stoic head sculpt on, Screaming head sculpt, Unmasked head sculpt, and then an extra mask. I don't know, can you put it on a different Vader head? I guess you could put it on that one. Looks like he comes with a set of alternate hands, splayed out hands. Comes with an entrance robe. And I'm guessing that's the WCW Heavyweight title, but we'll see. So, Stoic head sculpt out of the package. Screaming masked head sculpt. Screaming unmasked head sculpt that comes with a mask. So I guess you could display him unmasked if you wanted, or if you preferred to have the actual mask over the head sculpt. I guess we'll try both. Alright, just like on his Superstars figure, he does come with a nice entrance robe. I do prefer the mask that fits on over the unmasked head, just because I like how it's sort of raised up off his head more than these ones that are molded in. We did put I just gonna call him the Vader hands on him, right? I wish he came with an unmasked, non-screaming head sculpt to look more like this, that we could use with this mask. And this belt, I don't recall the WCW heavyweight title being this small. This just seems a little bit small, especially for a man the size of Vader. And I don't even know that it fits around him. Yeah, it does not. So that's poor planning, right? So I do find it a bit odd that this belt doesn't fit around his waist and it looks so fucking tiny on him. I thought they're supposed to be Ultimate Editions, right? So give us a belt that fits. It just looks tiny on Vader. It's kind of... I see why some of you may buy alternate belts now. Like I said, I'm not big into belts, but if I was going to use the belt, I would want one that's a little bit better suited for him. And maybe that's how it was accurately, but it just looks, back in the day, but it just looks small. So far we've looked at Razor Ramon from 2022. Vader is from 2024. And Seth Rollins Fan Takeover also from 2024. And we got all these 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Also coming in via way of Legends Video Games and More in Granby, Massachusetts for 25 bucks. It's time to play the game. Triple H. Height 6'4" from Greenwich, Connecticut. Finisher pedigree. Career highlights 14-time WWE champion. When Triple H challenged Kurt Angle in a triple threat match with The Rock for the WWE Championship, he was curious why Rikishi interfered. Maybe he did it for The Rock. Soon the truth would be revealed. Triple H paid Rikishi to take out Stone Cold Steve Austin a year earlier and would do anything to claim his third WWE Championship. Triple H also from 2024, and I know he was a bit of a peg warmer. I saw him on all kinds of toy hunts like nobody wanted him. But that's alright. He comes with open hands, which we're getting out of the package. He comes with Fists of Fury as well. He comes with his signature patented water bottle, which is a nice feature. Game Over t-shirt, Stoic head sculpt. I don't know what this one is. It looks terrible. And more of a smirking head sculpt. Also some ring shorts. So we'll get Triple H out of his plastic prison. So here's what Triple H looks like out of the package. Gripping hands. Right. Got the knee brace. The game on the back of the tights. Like I said, he does come with two alternate head sculpts. This one looks like he's having a stroke or something in my opinion, so probably not going to use that. And where did his other alternate head sculpt go? Shambles. More of the smirking one, which we may use, because we still also have Monday Night Wars Triple H, mostly because he has a Degeneration X t-shirt. And he's in jeans. But we're probably going to go with this head sculpt, I believe. I do like the fact that he comes with the water bottle. He's got the track pants and the slip over shirt. You're right, I'm over. Game over. So we'll get him equipped with his ring entrance gear and we'll be back. It could just be me, but with this head sculpt on, his head looks a little small. And is this in the same size? Yes. This one where he's having a stroke looks slightly larger. So I don't know, it just looks, his head looks disproportionate to his body. I am not a fan of these pants. I do like the water bottle, right? And I had mentioned in a prior pickup that we bought Thronebreaker Cody Rhodes for 10 bucks from Legends as well, so just so we could steal his sledgehammer. So I did, and I don't know when Triple H was using the sledgehammer, but I'm certainly giving him the sledgehammer because we traded Thronebreaker Cody away after we stole the sledgehammer. So Ultimate Edition Monday Night Wars Triple H. Don't know why the light is coming on my phone all of a sudden, but it is, so apologies. Last figure we're going to review is Dead Man, the Undertaker. Right, we got him during tax-free weekend for $26.24 because they had him on sale for 12.5% off. Height 6'10" from Death Valley. Finisher Tombstone. Career highlight WWE champion. A superstar who defined WWE for exactly 3 decades, Undertaker spent his career taking souls and digging holes. The dead man commanded respect and fear, using mystical mind games before he destroyed his victims. After all, anyone going toe-to-toe with the Phenom would soon rest in peace. This is the oldest one we're reviewing. Damn the Light from 2021. All right, so we have Undertaker out of his plastic prison. Right, he comes with 2 alternate head sculpts. The one that's on him, sort of stoic. The tongue out look, which I think we'll probably use. And then just a sort of a simplified look. He comes with gripping hands out of the package, slightly more open hands as well as a splayed out hand. And then sort of a fisted hand with his thumb out. I don't recall what that was for. He does come with a nice entrance robe, which is partially soft goods and partially rubber or plastic. So I would have preferred it all to be soft goods. And am I missing something? Shouldn't he have a hat? I don't ever remember him coming to the ring without a hat, but obviously maybe he did. But I think they still should have included the damn hat anyway. All right, after much trials and tribulations, we got this entrance coat on him and we got it buttoned, so I will probably never take this bitch off, to be honest. I did put the tongue out head sculpt on there, although I don't think it's pegged in all the way. All right, this is the 5 Ultimate Editions that we opened today. Undertaker from 2021, Razor Ramon from 2022, Fan Takeover Seth Rollins, Vader, and Monday Night Wars Triple H, all from 2024. And now, as I always do, I will rank these from my least favorite to my favorite. And this is a little bit tough, right? I think my least favorite, sorry, Triple H, even though we got you with the sledgehammer, you're going to come in 5th place. Right? You just sort of plain Jane head looks a little small. I'm just not digging the Triple H. Right? So 5th place is going to be the Game, even though we added the sledgehammer from Cody Rhodes. 4th place, probably going to be Fan Takeover Seth Rollins. I'm probably going to take this dumbass hat and wings off of it, if I'm being honest. And just almost took out the Undertaker. And probably just display him in that fashion. Right, but we'll leave his hat on him for now. I realize he wears some outlandish getup and garb. 3rd place is probably going to be the bad guy, Razor Ramon. I wish his jacket was soft goods. I wish I'd kept his jacket from his Monday Night Wars Elite, but I'm learning, right? So I'll know to do that from now on. If we got some accessories that we like, we're just going to steal them before we trade the figures in or sell them loose on eBay or whatever we're going to do. 2nd place, I think I'm going to go with Vader. Right. The title belt is a little bit small for Vader. It doesn't fit around his waist, which sort of irks me just slightly. In 1st place, I will go with the Undertaker. I do think he looks the most badass of the ones here, especially with that sort of tongue out of the mouth head sculpt. I do wish he had the hat, but maybe he didn't wear the hat at this time. Recollections escaping me. But that's 5 WWE Ultimate Editions that we've now got out of their plastic prison so we can get them on display on our shelf, since we've now made room in our wrestling display. So stay tuned for more Ultimate Edition unboxings. And as always, this has been Trolls Toys. I truly appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you soon.